McMahon. The ball cleared by Mark Sheehan out over the sideline. A line ball to the CBS and to Declan Devitt. Michael Kilmartin, I think, going to throw in the ball. Yes, he's going to throw it in. Meanwhile, a sub gets ready for the CBS. It's their number 16, Tony Corcoran. He's coming in instead of the injured Shane O'Neill. Shane O'Neill, that's a tragedy for him. He has to come off. He was injured there earlier on, and Shane O'Neill has to leave the scene, and Tony Corcoran is in. Near half-time now, I'd say about 3 minutes to go as the ball goes out over the line. A line ball for the National. Michael McMahon leaves it for the midfielder, Paul Scahill. Oh, he cuts it, a very bad one. Gordon McCullough then puts it out over the sideline. A line ball for the brothers. And Declan Devitt about to take it. Declan Devitt cuts it in. Cut out there by Paul Scahill now. Goes back and left-handed, gets it, but Richard Woods is in there. And the ball cleared by Paul Scahill. Took a deflection from Richard Woods. It's a line ball for the National. Well, it was signalled for the National, but it's now for the CBS. And once again, Declan Devitt, the right half back, to take it. 2 minutes left in the first half. Not a very good one, but good enough to reach Richard Woods. He's beaten there by Michael McMahon. A good clearance from him, blocked down by Declan Devitt. He lifts it and strikes it well. That's a good ball going near the end line, gone over it to the right and wide. Wide ball there, 2-1 to 1-2. A spate of scoring there from the National. They trailed 1-2 to no score. They got a goal and a point in quick succession and then added the goal in a twinkle. In a space of about 3 minutes, they got their 3 scores. They're puck out by Christy O'Connor, far side of the field. Paul Scahill adds to it, into the middle there, where Ben Conroy comes down for it. He gets to the far side. Cathal O'Neill going for it. Over there with David Hoy. Down comes Trevor Murphy. Michael Guerin gets it out a little bit. It breaks into the middle. Added to there by Mark Sheehan. And now there's Fergal Kenny with the ball, scoping it on in front of him. He's striking it in now. Matthew Arquette equal to it. But then following up with Fergal Kenny. Sent the ball to the net, but this might be a free out. It was Richard Murphy that was running on. It's a free out, yes. The goal is disallowed. A free out. The score remains 2-1 to 1-2. A foul on the goalkeeper, Matthew Arquette, and it's a free out to be taken by Sean McMahon from his own parallelogram. A good delivery between Phelim Collins and Paul Scahill. Neither of them gets it, but Collins races onto it now. Gets the hopping ball. He's been attended there by Paul Scahill, and the referee brings the first half to a close. Bang on the button, 25 minutes. A most exciting first half with the score. The Boys National School 2 goals and a point. The CBS a goal and 2. I'll be back with the second half. The second half now just underway. And the CBS in the attack broken up by Alan Gilligan. And there's a free into the CBS now. Liam O'Reilly to take it. I mixed up Paul Scahill and Mark Sheehan in the first half. It wasn't my fault. The numbers 8 and 9 were mixed in the programme. So I apologise to both for that. As Liam O'Reilly takes the free now. Not a very good one. Oh, well doubled on there by his midfield partner, Phelim Collins. Well turned out by Christy O'Connor as far as Michael McMahon. He's tackled now by Tony Corcoran, who's operating at right half forward. The ball well cleared out there by Daniel McCullough. The danger not yet averted, but now his brother Gordon gets it over near the sideline. Peter Cosgrove and Declan Devitt going for it there. The ball breaks there to Paul Scahill. He gets it in now, where it's well collected there and sent in. by Fergal Kenny, and here's a chance now for the national. Oh, the puck well blocked down in there by left full back Michael Guerin, and then the clearance completed by Sean McMahon. Far side the field, Declan Devitt gets it down the wing. Got back in there by Paul Scahill and out over the sideline. A line ball for the CBS. Declan Devitt, once again, he's very busy taking these awards, is Declan Devitt. That's a good cut right into the middle. Well blocked down there by Mark Sheehan. Equally well cleared away by Phelim Collins. Going for it now is Sean Enright. He slips and the ball is cleared. Well taken away by David Hoy. His puck not a long one, but it reaches Phelim Collins. It's cleared out there now by Gordon McCullough and Paul Scahill, but there away with the ball is Lorcan Hassett. Ben Conroy back to tackle him. The ball now breaks to left full forward. That's Fergal Kenny. He sends it down now. We're going for a Richard Murphy and Sean McMahon. Oh, Sean McMahon's clearance goes right across the goal. Going out for it there, Fergal Kenny now. Gets the ball, he's going goalwards, leaves the ball after him, and then Declan Devitt gets it. Peter Cosgrove cuts it into the centre now. Coming down for it, right full back, Shane O'Neill, who seems to be back in the action. And the ball now with Trevor Murphy. He sends it out over the end line and wide. He takes it now into the centre. Liam O'Reilly pulls and it, misses it. But there, going for it is Mark Sheehan. He gets it in now. Here's a chance now. But the puck from Trevor Murphy, well blocked down by Sean McMahon. Richard Murphy goes for it now with Michael Guerin. And there's a foul on Michael Guerin by Richard Murphy. A free out to be taken by Sean McMahon. And Richard Woods is back at corner back. And Tony Corcoran, who came in for Shane O'Neill, is down at wing forward, and Richard Woods cleared that out to Phelim Collins. Along the ground, coming across for it, Gordon McCullough, equally along the ground. Gets it down. Where going for it now is the number 8, Mark Sheehan. He cuts it in. Going for it, Ben Conroy gets it to Paul Scahill. He flicks it on now to Richard Murphy, or to Fergal Kenny. Fergal Kenny along the ground has a fresh air, and then he's joined by Richard Woods. Out comes Sean McMahon, playing very well and left-handed, effects a good clearance. Michael McMahon, I presume no relation, going for it. Gets it along the ground. Over the far side. Cut out there now. And there's a free out to the brothers. That ball was cut out there by Liam O'Reilly. A free to the brothers now. To be taken by Declan Devitt. He lifts it and strikes it very well. Setting up an attack now. But well caught there and cleared by Christy O'Connor. Ben Conroy goes for it now. In comes Mark Sheehan. He gets it down to Fergal Kenny. Leaves it back now to Mark Sheehan. And he sends it in, but to the right and wide. Or that's Paul Scahill. I mixed up now myself between the two of them. It's Paul Scahill. Mix up in the numbers, 2-1 to 1-2. We didn't have a score for a long time now. We're 4 minutes into the second half as Sean McMahon's puck out comes down here now. Well doubled on there by the number 8, that's Mark Sheehan. And the other number 8 gets it away, Liam O'Reilly. Over the far side, Michael McMahon comes down for it, playing well for the national over there. Oh, 2 CBS lads go for it and neither of them gets it, and the ball breaks there. And it's just gone to the left and wide from Fergal Kenny. A section of the crowd cheering in anticipation of a goal there. But that's a let-off for the CBS, as Fergal Kenny might have put that away. He's being marked now, as I said, by Richard Woods. The puck out from Sean McMahon up into the middle. Well blocked down there by Paul Scahill. Going for it now is Mark Sheehan. He gets it along the ground. Over here, where it's well sent in there by Cathal O'Neill. Going for it now is Richard Murphy. He sends it high but to the right and wide, and that's another let-off for the CBS. Richard Murphy and Fergal Kenny engaging in a squander mania that could prove costly, as Sean McMahon once again. He's a cousin of goalkeeper Owen McMahon, pucks the ball out the far side. Peter Cosgrove has first run and it, gets it left-handed in. It's cut out by Lorcan Hassett. He's beaten by Ben Conroy. The ball breaks to Peter Cosgrove. He sends it into Fergal Kenny. Coming in field now, he strikes it high. That's a good ball. Matthew Arkett blocks it, and there's a free out. There's a free out there for It must be a square infringement. I didn't think that they were playing square ball, or they only play the do in 15 aside. That's correct. The free taken by Sean McMahon. Carl O'Neill goes for it there with David Hoey. It breaks to Carl O'Neill. He's trying to get it into his hand, succeeds in doing so, having difficulty shaking off David Hoey now. And David Hoey dispossesses him, and left-handed gets the ball to Larkin Hassett. He down where it's sent in by Mark Sheehan, and that's a great shot there from Cathal O'Neill, equally well gathered by Richard Woods. He gets it out to Liam O'Reilly, a little nudge there, but it doesn't worry Christy O'Connor. Gets it out to Michael McMahon, lifts it, and despite the attentions of Michael Brooks, he gets it down where, it's well cut there by the left fullback, that's Michael Guerin. But his puck is well cut by Peter Cosgrove, a dangerous ball, but back there is Richard Woods. Gets it out now. Where going for it is Liam O'Reilly, left-handed. He gets it down here now, setting up an attack. Alan Gilligan clears it out this side of the field. Phelan Collins thunders out for it, lifts the ball, it comes up and hits his helmet, and Alan Gilligan clears it along the ground, down where David Hoey rises it and clears it right-handed, the far side of the field. Going for it, Michael Brooks gets it along the ground now to full forward David Cleary. He sends it in danger here now, but Brian Conlon equal to it, gets it out the far side, and clearance completed there. Sent in again, but once again cut by Christy O'Connor. He completed the clearance and now gets it again down to Larkin Hassett. Two national lads there. He's adjudged to have been fouled by one of them. It's a free out to the CBS. Ben Conroy might have been the offender. Declan Devitt to take it now. He rises it and strikes it well this side of the field. Alan Gilligan goes for it there with Sean Enright. Ferocious pulling there. In comes Paul Scahill. Sent in now, and there going for it is the number 13, that's Barry Lynch. He's already a goal scorer. Michael Brooks misses it, gets it at the second time of asking. Eugene McNamara gets it in a little bit, but there's Christy O'Connor. That's a good clearance. Down where Peter Cosgrove goes through with Declan Devitt. Devitt gets it, and then right-handed sends in a dangerous looking ball, well blocked out once again by Christy O'Connor. Out where Daniel McCullough goes for it. Oh, he gets it in towards his own goal, and running onto it is Phelan Collins, the captain. He strikes it high now, but to the left and wide. That's a wasted opportunity there, and Daniel McCullough, in clearing the ball, put it right across his own goal and in the path of Phelan Collins. There are 7-8 minutes gone the second half now. The score as it was at half time, and indeed no score for a long time. 2-1 to 1-2. Going for it now, Mark Sheehan. He's beaten there by Liam O'Reilly. He gets the ball down to left half forward Sean Enright, and in comes now Phelan Collins. He strikes it left-handed across the far side of the field. Well cleared out there by Daniel McCullough, but Michael Brooks gets it in. The goalkeeper Brian McAllister equal to it, gets it up and clears it, racing down for it. Peter Cosgrove leaves it for Michael McMahon. He left-handed gets a good clearance down where Larkin Hassett catches the hopping ball, and right-handed returns it again. Daniel McCullough blocks it down. Over there's Eugene McNamara. A rare tussle between them. The ball breaks there. Christy O'Connor is in there. The ball sent in now by Liam O'Reilly, but in there covering is Michael McMahon. He gets it out the far side near the sideline. Barry Lynch turns it in field. Oh, well doubled on there by Mark Sheehan. Out into the middle. Peter Cosgrove centres it well to Ben Conroy. He strikes it well now, right-handed. Richard Murphy and Sean McMahon. Richard Murphy's inside. McMahon now lifts the ball, strikes it now, and has his puck well blocked down by Sean McMahon, and then McMahon clears it out to Declan Devitt. He grabs the hopping ball, gets by Peter Cosgrove, and then passes it in field to Phelan Collins, the hurling. Very good now. He clears it down, but out comes Gordon McCullough. He lets the ball fall out of his hand. Phelan Collins going for it now. That was Larkin Hassett that cleared it. Collins now drops the ball and flicks it outside him. Intended for Sean Enright. It might reach him now. Does so. He gets it up in his hand. Turns in field. His puck, not a great one. Coming down for it, Alan Gilligan gets by one tackle, puts the ball in his stick, and he's coming downfield now. An accomplished hurler, this fella. Gets it in his hand and right-handed. Sets up an attack. Coming across for it now is Fergal Kenny. He doubles on it and sends it out over the end line and wide. And even though there's no score for a long time, the hurling is of a high standard. I saw Alan Gilligan playing with the banner here against O'Gonilla. He was the star that evening. He showed what he was worth there. Sean McMahon's puck out, blocked out by Larkin Hassett, but only as far as Kyle O'Neill. He weaves his way through now. He's headed goalwards now. That's a good run by him. He's dispossessed by Liam O'Reilly. Out comes Sean McMahon, but the ball breaks to Ben Conroy. His puck partially blocked down and has gone out over the end line for a 65. Earl's Camogie games. The 65 taken by Mark Sheehan. A high ball that drops in there. Oh, and cut by Richard Murphy, and there it's into the net. Michael Guerin ran across Matthew Arquette there and obscured his view, and there's another goal. Another goal for the CBS, or for the National. They now lead 3-1 to 1-2. Trevor Murphy the scorer, his second goal, or was it Richard Murphy? I've forgotten which of them I said. The ball the far side of the field now. Coming down for it, Michael Brooks. The ball goes out over the sideline. A line ball to be taken quickly. Declan Devitt says, I'll take it, to his captain, Phelim Collins. Flag removed as Declan Devitt takes it, but Peter Cosgrove returns it out over the sideline. Another line ball for the CBS. 12 minutes gone, 13 to go, about halfway through the second half now. Declan Devitt going to take the sideline puck. His team trails 10 points to 5, double scores 3-1 to 1-2. That's a better effort now. Michael Brooks going for it, but out comes Gordon McCullough, gets it along the Ben Conroy, and in comes that's Mark Sheehan that got away, but returned by Larkin Hassett. Alan Gilligan runs for it now, gets it up in his hand, and right-handed sends it down this side of the field. Sean McMahon comes out for it now, gets the ball, and unluckily taps it out over the sideline. A line ball for the National, and to be taken by Mark Sheehan. Naturally, it's of a liquid that would have his 100% endorsement. The ball now between Mark Sheehan and Larkin Hassett. Sheehan gets it in, but once again Sean McMahon cuts it out, blocked down by Kyle O'Neill. As far as Peter Cosgrove, his puck blocked down. It comes now to Paul Scahill. He gets it in there to Fergal Kenny. He strikes it right-handed, but just to the right and wide. A snapshot there as the CBS get ready a substitute. He's Colum Devitt, it would appear, and I'd venture to suggest that he's a brother of Declan Devitt. I think is Liam O'Reilly. I didn't quite see, no, it's not Liam O'Reilly. I didn't quite see who came off there. The ball down the far side, meanwhile, out comes Fergal Kenny, gets a good shot in along the ground between Richard Murphy and Sean McMahon. Richard Murphy, Sean McMahon loses his hurley this time now, but back there to help is Larkin Hassett. Now Richard Murphy gets it in, and Sean McMahon still without his hurley. Cleared out a little bit by Larkin Hassett now, and Sean McMahon still without his hurley. Cathal O'Neill gets it in, and now Sean McMahon goes for his hurley. He can't find it actually, but the ball trickles out over the end line and wide from Trevor Murphy. And Sean Enright was the man that came off to allow the arrival of Colum Devitt. And now the CBS getting ready to put in another sub. It's Keith Darcy. He can't go in at the minute now because the plays on now in the CBS in the person of Declan Devitt on a solo run. He's fouled on his way down by Peter Cosgrove. There's a free to the CBS to be taken by Declan Devitt. And now Keith Darcy can come on the field. I can't see who's going off now. As Declan Devitt takes the free, well hit. It's the full forward David Cleary who's coming off to make room for Keith Darcy. The ball cleared out there by Michael McMahon as far as Peter Cosgrove. Left-handed, he gets to the far side. Racing out for it, Larkin Hassett. He lifts it up now, sidesteps Ben Conroy, puts the ball in his stick, and then left-handed sends it into a crowded area there. Well doubled on by Gordon McCullough. Equally well doubled on by Mark Sheehan. That's good hurling there now. Out comes Fergal Kenny, and he sends it in. That's lovely play. Sean McMahon blocks it out there to David Hoy, and he sends a relieving clearance. Phelim Collins blocks it down a little bit. Going for it now is the substitute. That's Colum Devitt. But getting it is Christy O'Connor. Peter Cosgrove runs onto it with Larkin Hassett. Cosgrove beats him and gets it into Ben Conroy. Ben Conroy drops the ball in on Trevor Murphy, gets it in his hand, and there's a good point for the National. That's a good score from Trevor Murphy from a pass there. He sent that ball over the bar left-handed, and now the National lead 3-2 to 1-2. Two clear goals between the sides as Sean McMahon prepares to take the puck out. There are 17 minutes gone now as Phelim Collins grabs the ball from the puck out. A hopping ball, puts it on his stick. He's being pursued all the time by Michael McMahon. Shakes off the pursuit, gets by Mark Sheehan, comes in field, and then sends a good attacking ball in now. The CBS need a goal now to make a match of it, because in fairness the National have got on top. Christy O'Connor clears the ball out to Michael McMahon. He gets it down the far side. Michael Guerin coming down for it, grabs it well in the air and returns it well. Compact little hurler this fella. Now Phelim Collins onto it near the sideline. Keeps the ball in play over the far side of the field. Keith Darcy going for it. The ball comes out here now to Liam O'Reilly. He fluffs it, and Michael McMahon is delighted with the chance. Coming in for it now is Paul Scahill. He gets it into the centre, well blocked out by Michael Guerin, and he beats Carl O'Neill to the run there and gets the ball down now. Where racing down with it is Larkin Hassett. He leaves the ball after him, and Peter Cosgrove gets it now. Has the run on Declan Devitt, and Cosgrove gets it along the ground. Cleared out along the ground by Michael Guerin to Declan Devitt. He lifts it up and sets up an attack. Well pulled on there now by Paul Scahill. Puts the ball on his stick, coming down this side of the field, and right-handed effects a clearance. Or that's Mark Sheehan it was. Mark Sheehan. The ball now between the two number 10s, Richard Woods, and then in comes Richard Murphy. Gets the ball into Fergal Kenny. He's going by Michael Guerin now. Sean McMahon is back there. Oh, McMahon clears it, but only in the path of two National lads, and one of them sends it to the right and wide. A wasted opportunity there. 3-2 to 1-2. Two goals in a time, ticking away. The puck out by Sean McMahon. It was Carl O'Neill that put that ball wide out to Declan Devitt. Gets it up in his hand now. He's hooked by Peter Cosgrove, and then he gets the ball along the ground into the centre to Liam O'Reilly. Liam O'Reilly in a tussle there with Michael McMahon, and Michael McMahon is penalised for an over-robust pull. A free to the brothers now. Declan Devitt to take it, having a rare old tussle over there with Peter Cosgrove. Declan Devitt to take it. He's side 2 goals in arrears. He strikes it now, drops it in. Oh, well cut there by Mark Sheehan, playing very well for the National. Equally well blocked down by Larkin Hassett. His puck blocked down by Ben Conroy. And now the ball with Liam O'Reilly. He gets it up in his hand, turns in field and sends a right-handed shot in well. Gordon McCullough goes for it, bats it out, but only as far as Liam O'Reilly. Liam O'Reilly now and Cathal O'Neill go for it. Cathal O'Neill gets it, and there's a free for a foul by Liam O'Reilly. A free to be taken by Mark Sheehan, and mind you, Mark Sheehan and Paul Scahill look very alike. Their hair is the same colour and it's much the same style. I wouldn't be surprised if they went to the same hairdresser. Mark Sheehan takes it now, tops his shot a bit. Declan Devitt comes down, gets the ball up now, puts it on his stick. He's playing well, but Peter Cosgrove is there with him. He's penalised as Peter Cosgrove again for a foul on Declan Devitt. He's going to take the free himself. And there's only 5 minutes left in the game now as Devitt strikes it. Oh, that's a good attacking ball now. Well batted out there by Alan Gilligan. And the clearance completed by Mark Sheehan to Peter Cosgrove. He gets it down to Paul Scahill, and he sends in a good ball. Well cut in the air there by Richard Woods. He's fouled by Richard Murphy. A free out to be taken by Sean McMahon. 2 goals between them, and the National, in all fairness, that little bit sharper, but not a whole lot between the two of them. The ball now beats Paul Scahill and Liam O'Reilly. Scahill is back and Mark Sheehan is in there, and then Scahill gets it down to Carl O'Neill. He doubles in it over the far side. Peter Cosgrove and Declan Devitt again. It breaks to Peter Cosgrove left-handed. He gets a good ball across. Richard Woods is there. And a little knock picked up there totally accidentally by Trevor Murphy as Richard Woods cleared the ball out to Larkin Hassett. He beats Ben Conroy, puts the ball on his stick now. He's headed across the field, right-handed, hits it high rather than long. Gordon McCullough gets the hopping ball and effects a good clearance over the sideline, this side of the field, a line ball for the CBS. Meanwhile, Trevor Murphy down injured. A totally accidental pull there taken by Richard Woods now into the centre. Michael Brooks gets it and sends it down. Alan Gilligan puts up his hand for it, fails to hold on to it. Colm Devitt gets it, but out comes Christy O'Connor, gets the ball down to Paul Scahill, gets it in his hand now. Here's his midfield partner there if he needs him. Hits the ball and it goes off Mark Sheehan now, the aforementioned midfield partner. He gets it along the ground. Across comes Peter Cosgrove, gets it to his wing forward colleague Cahill O'Neill, but he's beaten there by David Hoy. Along the ground he gets it down to Phelim Collins now. He's been joined by Mark Sheehan, gets the ball in now. Gordon McCullough beaten by Barry Lynch. The ball in there, Brian Conlon kicks it out now a little bit. In comes Keith Devitt or Colm Devitt, but across comes Alan Gilligan. He clears the ball down. Cahill O'Neill catches the hopping ball and he's been tackled and beaten by David Hoy. In comes Paul Scahill, Liam O'Reilly, then Cahill O'Neill gets the ball down. Well blocked down there by Larkin Hassett near the sideline now, and batted back well there by Cahill O'Neill. Flicks the ball into Ben Conroy. He was gone out over the sideline there now, and Sheehan 3-2 to 1-2. Time ticking away. I make it that there's about 2 minutes left in the game as Mark Sheehan cuts in a good ball, well cut out there by Sean McMahon, and returned by Peter Cosgrove. Going for it now, Richard Murphy sends it to the right and wide, and the brothers need a goal, and they need it badly, and they need it now, as Matthew Arquette, the lad from the Bahamas, gets it out, well cut by Declan Devitt, playing very well, sends the ball down there, where going for it is Barry Lynch, but out comes Christy O'Connor, and he's as good with the hurley as his namesake is with the driver. Phelim Collins gets it in now. Not a lot of firepower now on the attack as Alan Gilligan gets it out, racing down Fred Larkin Hassett, gets it to the other lad with the white helmet, Phelim Collins along the ground, but there's Alan Gilligan again.